Okay guys, I'm coming back with an interesting, unique, different kind of video on YouTube that I don't think a lot of people have done. I haven't really searched for it or anything, but you can see I'm going to be playing Madden. With this commentary, I'm going to be playing over Madden, but I'm not going to be playing it over. I'm just going to do this while I'm playing it. You see I have a bunch of coins, and I've got a strategy for that in another video if you want to know how to get that many coins. But anyways, let's get to my interesting, unique stories. Now, I'm gonna start this off by giving you my nickname called to me by my friends. I'll explain how I got this nickname later in another video. But my nickname is called the KNUCKLE. This is for short. They just call me Knuckle, and it's stuck ever since 9th grade. So these are gonna be, therefore these will be Knuckle stories. These are hunting stories, and I guess you could. I'm probably gonna put some fishing stories in there of me doing crazy stuff out in the outdoors. Usually these are told around a campfire or when we're just hanging out or something. But every time I come back from hunting or fishing, they've always got like asking me, "Oh, where's your stories? We want to hear them again." So I figured they're pretty entertaining if I can keep a bunch of high schoolers entertained for what, 20 minutes. So I've decided to put them on the internet. My friends will probably watch this, and they'll get enjoyment out of this. But it's time to jump into my Knuckle story. This is a Knuckle story about stabbing a little pig to death. And before I get into this is violent in nature, and this is going to be bloody, gory, disturbing if you aren't used to hunting, or you just don't like that kind of thing overall. So in the end, I will be explaining how I stabbed a little pig to death, and it was very gory. It was very bloody, and it was very heart pounding, to say the least. Okay, so we're starting it out. I don't know what day it was exactly, but this is gonna be in a hunting blind in a town called Pearsall, Texas, which is where I live, which y'all probably didn't know, unless you're my friend on this channel. And it's going to be a cold morning, and I'm going to have my favorite gun, 300 Ultra Mag. If you don't know what it is, it's basically, it looks like a sniper rifle from the military or something. And this thing packs a punch. It is definitely my favorite weapon of choice when hunting, besides like a knife or a rock, but I'll get into that later. So I'm trying to thin out the population of hogs at our place in Pearsall, Texas. And to do this, we go hunting and we set out some baits, and the hogs will come up to it, and then there's a bunch of them, just to say the least. And they're stealing the corn resources from the deer that we're trying to raise in there. Because this is a high fence place. We spent a lot of money high fencing it and trying to get good management trophies out of this place, just for our enjoyment and satisfaction, I guess. And so I'm hunting, and I see two male, I don't know if they're male actually, they're two just adult feral hogs, excuse me, that have come into the feeders. And with them, they carry a pack of 10 smaller 20-pound hogs that will eventually be, two of them will eventually be my victims. And so it's getting pretty late, And whenever you're hunting, you don't ever want to stay out past 9 o'clock because nothing else will come in. All the corn and bait has been eaten up by then. And the sun is out and they've usually gone into the brush. So I need to shoot a hog pretty quick. So I get my rifle up, and if you don't know what a sendera is, it's basically a long dirt path. And I'm looking down there, and these 2 adult hogs are down one sendera, and the 10 baby hogs are down the other one. So I end up shooting, the first hog I shoot is the one of the adult hogs, and let me focus real quick. Focus up. But it was the adult hog. I don't know if it was a male or female. I can't remember, but that doesn't really matter. And the naive 20-pound hogs that haven't been shot at yet are still in the other one, freaked out like, what was that noise? And 2 of them remain. And I decided that I was going to kill 2 with 1 shot. And oh, one-handed snag. That was pretty cool. But I've decided I'm going to kill 2 of them in 1 shot. And I don't line them up. They line up by themselves. One, its head was lined up with the other's torso, I guess. You can't really get a good heart shot on a pig that small, so it was the body area, and it was lined up pretty well, and I was about to shoot and take my shot, and its brains bust everywhere. There's brain matter, blood, it's everywhere. The fur flying in the air, and that was my first kill, and or my second kill, excuse me. And the one behind it was injured. It was mortally injured. It was going to die eventually, and I had to finish the job without my gun, which was the tricky part. So I walk up, and this thing is squealing. It's like making the awful blood-curdling noise that you never want to hear in your life, and that's not the end of its screams. And okay, that sucks. But it's squealing. I'm walking up to it, and I have my gun on my shoulder, and I don't think it's gonna get up and run. But sure enough, it just gets up and runs into the freaking cactus, and I'm trying to get a good aim on it. It's dodging in and out of the cactus, and I shoot, and it goes through 2 of its legs. But it was a weird shot. It didn't really go through the leg completely. It more or less hit the hair on the outside of the leg. So this thing was still hitting its stride as fast as it can go, and I lost my train of thought. Sorry. And I get out my knife, and I'm trying to chase this thing, and I'm going through the woods, crashing through the cactus, getting cactus all on my blue jeans, and trying to get this thing, and I lose it for a second. I start freaking out, and I just sit as still as possible. Sure enough, all you hear out of the woods is a bunch of rustling, and I run in there, and it's pinned up against a cactus. So I step on its head, and I just start going to town on this thing, and you will not believe how thick this hide on it was. The hide had to account for at least 10% of its body weight. I'm trying to slit its throat. I'm stabbing this thing, stabbing all its vital organs. It's about to die, and it's biting my foot and trying to get away. I'm just stabbing it, and it's making that squealing noise again, and all the air of its body is just coming out of its mouth as it was trying to survive, and I'm killing it. And my heart was pumping so fast. That is the most... I don't know what else besides trying to defend yourself inside your own house. How else I would get that adrenaline rush. and boy, it was heart pounding. So it's bleeding, it's dying, it's getting its last death twitches. So I go over to the other one I'd killed earlier, and we drag that out into the woods, and about 200 yards, I guess. It doesn't really matter how far, but so its rotting corpse doesn't scare away any other pigs that I'm gonna lure in and kill. But it's dead. I mean, it's done. The deed is done, and I have killed 3 hogs with 2 bullets, and I've actually, more or less, I killed 3 hogs with 2 bullets and a knife. So I get back, my dad's, of course, he's proud. He's like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You killed a like squealing pig with a knife, which doesn't sound too like heroic right now, but it was a big deal, and that has to be one of the most heart-pounding activities I've ever done my entire life. And that's what this video is going to be about encouraging people to go hunting. And I know this isn't as I break along with Eric Decker. That's pretty good. I know this activity is, this is for a bunch of barbarians who or a bunch of rednecks who can't get pleasure of anything else than stabbing a dead corpse. But no, this is getting back to your roots. If you want to get back to your roots, this is it. Killing your animal, then eating it over fire. Oh, sorry, I've had that down a little bit. And eating it over fire, or you don't even have to eat it. Just getting that heart-pumping sensation is it's primal. And it's one of the main reasons I still hunt. And as I almost get to end zone. But this is a video encouraging people to go hunting more. And it's not a big thing right now. Back then, you hunted for your food. By back then, I mean before 1900. You hunted for food, you farmed, you really did a lot of healthy activities, which I would consider this a healthy activity rather than, playing the iPad, which I'm ironically doing right now. But I'm talking about something that gets you up, gets you going, and gives you something to do. And also, I would not be so close as I am to my dad and my brother and my uncle as I am right now if I didn't have that bonding time with them to do what we love to do. And I'm suggesting that you go hunting, or you find somewhere that you can go hunting, and you take a chance, you give it a chance, and you see how you like it. And if this has encouraged you to hunt, then tell me in the comments. I would be so happy if someone was encouraged to go hunt. And yeah, so I think that's just about to go wrap up the video. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of my next video I'm going to be doing. This one was even more primal, I guess, because I'd ended up using only my legs, my brain, I guess I should just say my body, and my body, and just a rock. So you can kind of comprehend how this story is going to go next time. I'm probably going to record this just after I get done with this one. I might try to find something else to do because it's kind of hard to commentate and over while I'm trying to do this at the same time. But I think that'll about wrap up the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you like hearing those kind of stories, or if you want to hear some more stories that I think are fun to listen to. And that'll be it. Peace.